Carlos Sainz's potential move to Williams might not necessarily determine his future, as Christian Horner has left the possibility open for the Spanish driver to return to Red Bull, the team where he began his F1 career. While Sainz is focused on the Williams project, which appears less promising for 2025, with most resources likely directed toward 2026, Horner acknowledged that a return to Red Bull could still be an option for Sainz, allowing him to complete the promotion he missed during his time with Toro Rosso. However, the key question is whether this would be the right move for both parties, and how it could impact Red Bull's future and Sainz's career trajectory. Let's discuss and stay tuned until the end. And not to miss the latest news, don't forget to subscribe. Red Bull's driver lineup has become one of the hottest topics in F1, with many questioning if Liam Lawson, with just 11 races under his belt, has done enough to earn the seat alongside Max Verstappen. Additionally, discussions about Verstappen's future have resurfaced, fueled by statements from his father, who is known to be a major influence on his career decisions. As a result, Red Bull's driver lineup beyond 2025 remains uncertain and a move outside their current pool, similar to the acquisitions of Sergio Perez in 2021 and David Coulthard in 2006, could be a viable option once again. Horner remarked, "Carlos is a great driver, and options with him remain open for the future." Sainz was once considered for the team and could still be a possibility. Horner explained that while there was a strong case for signing Sainz, Red Bull decided to focus on its junior driver program to provide a clear pathway to Formula One. This approach encourages young drivers to join Red Bull's program, knowing that their success will likely lead to a Formula One seat, which helps attract talent from a young age, even as early as 13 or 14. It's important to note that Sainz himself came from a similar program. Although he didn't secure a promotion when he debuted with Toro Rosso, which led to his move to Renault, Sainz has since matured as a driver with Ferrari. He has won 4 races in his career, with his most memorable victory coming at the 2022 Silverstone Grand Prix, where he defied team orders and won the race by choosing his own strategy. It's important to remember that, despite Ferrari's denials, there seems to be a clause in Carlos Sainz's contract that could allow him to leave for a better opportunity if one arises. While Ferrari's team principal had previously dismissed such speculation when all seats for the upcoming season were already filled, the latest changes within Red Bull, especially regarding Max Verstappen's situation, could open the door for Sainz to join the team. This would bring him into the position once occupied by Verstappen's 2015 teammate, Daniil Kvyat, at Red Bull. Additionally, Sainz is widely regarded as one of the smartest drivers in Formula One. His exceptional performances early in 2024, particularly his strong showing in Australia, led many to question Ferrari's decision to sign the aging Lewis Hamilton instead of continuing with Sainz. Sainz has played a key role in shaping Ferrari's competitive culture, and now, with his involvement in a Williams project that is likely to struggle in 2025, he may consider moving to a more competitive environment. Red Bull's investment in their youth development program is a smart long-term strategy, offering a clear pathway for aspiring drivers in Formula One. However, Liam Lawson, despite only having a partial season with Red Bull, is already under pressure. Helmut Marko has outlined specific performance criteria for Lawson to meet if he is to remain with the team in the long run. If Lawson doesn't meet these expectations, Red Bull may look elsewhere, though this doesn't necessarily mean they would turn to Sainz. They still have other potential candidates like Yuki Tsunoda, though Tsunoda's connection to Honda rather than directly to Red Bull makes Sainz a more attractive option. Marko has set clear expectations for Lawson in his first full season with Red Bull, stating that he should aim to stay within 0.3 of Verstappen's pace in both qualifying and race conditions, which would be enough to help the team in the Constructors' Championship. As he gains experience, Lawson is expected to improve further, but it's crucial that he doesn't attempt to challenge Verstappen directly. Marko emphasized that past teammates have faltered when trying to outpace Verstappen, and Lawson's goal should be to support the team and focus on his own performance, rather than competing with the current top driver. The initial expectations placed on Liam Lawson as Red Bull's second driver are somewhat discouraging, especially as he hasn't even started his full season yet. He's being asked to accept that he will be the number 2 driver, with no real opportunity to challenge Max Verstappen for the championship. While it was never expected that Lawson would compete with Verstappen, just as it wasn't expected of Sergio Perez, Perez, despite his role, has occasionally attempted to challenge Verstappen and even won a couple of races. For Lawson, however, the path is likely to be different, and this could prove demotivating. His only chance of being competitive might depend on Verstappen having a bad race or a DNF, or through an unlikely event where Lawson outperforms him in identical machinery. Red Bull has also experienced a dip in performance, particularly evident through Perez's struggles. Perez finished 8th in the standings, while Verstappen secured the title with races to spare. With the field now becoming more competitive, Red Bull will need two strong drivers to maintain their position at the front. While Red Bull's investment in their academy drivers is commendable, promoting Lawson over a more experienced driver like Yuki Tsunoda might not be the right move, especially given the pressure within the team. Christian Horner has made it clear that the team will continue with their philosophy of having a lead driver, with the expectation that the second driver will support Verstappen and ideally stay close to him, but not necessarily challenge him. Horner elaborated on the team's approach by stating, "Max Verstappen is the most valuable asset in Formula One. He is our lead driver. If you can get close to him, fantastic. But the reality is that the expectation is for Max to win. A team like Ferrari, for example, will have two drivers taking points off each other. Which driver do you back? You have to back both of them, but that sometimes becomes divisive within a team." While the idea of Carlos Sainz challenging Verstappen seems far-fetched, it is more realistic to say that he would have a better chance than Lawson. Sainz has already proven himself by winning races and driving for top teams like Ferrari, showing that he has the qualities of a driver who could be a great asset to any team. It's no surprise that Horner has spoken positively about Red Bull's 2025 lineup, calling it one of the best on the grid. While this has been mocked on social media, the future of the second seat remains uncertain. Ultimately, it will depend on the performance of the 2025 car and, of course, on how Lawson performs in his opportunity with Red Bull. Given Carlos Sainz's experience and track record in Formula One, he certainly seems like a legitimate candidate for a future move to Red Bull. While his current position at Ferrari is strong, the possibility of a shake-up at Red Bull, especially with the uncertainty around their second seat after 2025, could create an opportunity for him. Sainz has proven his worth by securing race wins and showcasing his adaptability with top teams, making him a solid option for a team like Red Bull that values competitiveness and experience. As for which seat Sainz might inherit, the most likely scenario would be him stepping into the second seat alongside Max Verstappen, replacing the current second driver, whether that's Liam Lawson or someone else. This would mark a significant change at Red Bull, but it would also bring in a driver capable of challenging at the front and supporting the team's efforts to maintain its dominance in F1. Of course, the situation remains fluid, and much will depend on the performance of the 2025 Red Bull car and how the driver lineup evolves over the coming seasons. However, Sainz's name is likely to remain in the mix if Red Bull is considering options for a more competitive second driver. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to not miss all the latest news from the world of Formula One. See you in the next video.